This is Stanley Atkins. I'm in paradise at the moment. As you can see, I'm living the life that most people dream about living, and it's not in America. The American dream is certainly not there anymore. You live in a police state. If you live in America, the police are totally out of control. You see website after website, videos after videos where cops can legally kill innocent people, even children, and get away with it. I'm not fighting the cops. You got many websites, and it's really nice that these guys are out there doing that. I'm getting up to the point of the judges who don't convict them. I'm fighting the judges. The cops are stupid, they're ill-trained, and that's our problem. They are not trained. They want to take a calm situation and escalate it. The worst thing you can do to break a law, you can tell a cop to go to hell or not do what he says. And immediately he takes offense and he wants to escalate a situation, whether it's jaywalking. You can see where they beat up people for jaywalking because they don't do what they want. It's mainly a lot of it's black people too, black women. They stop on the side of the road, shoot, beat up. Some have went to jail over the weekend and died in jail, where they have harmed them mentally, or didn't give them their pills, or brutally hurt them. But the American dream is not what I grew up in. America claims themselves as number one. Well, if they're number one, I'd rather be in second place. The American dream is work hard, make money, and be happy. I don't see any Americans happy at all. You live in schools where there's cameras, where there's metal detectors, where they bring in dogs to sniff for drugs. You live in fear in America, and that's exactly what they want you to do. They want to keep you scared. The system does, or the injustice system, and that's what I'm fighting. It's corrupt. I'm fighting basically Jackson County, zeroing in on that because I lived that dictatorship of Robert Alexander, Judge Mingleton, McLaughlin, and Moltz, any other judges and attorneys in the area. It's the same duplication of all areas in the United States. It's just I live this, and they are dictators, and they're demonic, they're evil. And it's the same crap that goes on around the United States. The judges can illegally sentence you like they did me because I tell them to kiss off. It doesn't do me anything to tell a cop to kiss off out on the street because he's basically a nobody and he's not been trained. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing out there. All I know is they kill hundreds of people in the United States every year, and they get away with it, and the judges don't do anything about it. So I'm fighting the injustice system that doesn't work anymore. You don't have in America freedom of speech anymore. You don't have any kind of freedom anymore. You don't have any rights anymore. You don't have a constitution anymore. Americans have been betrayed. You cannot feel natural in the States anymore. You are in jail and the system owns you. You don't own anything. You think your house is paid off, your car is paid off. Get out on the street in your car and don't buy a tag. Don't pay your taxes on your house. See how long you keep any of that. You don't own anything. Well, where I live, basically spend most of my time, come back and forth to America. I really don't want to. I have things going on there. Basically, the main thing is my daughter stole all of these things from me, and I'm fighting that. And again, that's the injustice system. I haven't accomplished getting any money back. I have some frozen in courts, and the reason I haven't got it back is because the judge just doesn't like me. It's been awarded to me 3 times, and they still won't give it to me. I found Judge McLaughlin, proved him being biased, and the other judges being biased. No longer in the 9th District can any judge try me anymore in the state of Georgia, because you catch them in one lie, well, they've lied about everything. I have got a website that I'm putting up. I'm filing a lot of paperwork, putting up a Facebook account. I'm going to show you people letters and emails from Robert Alexander and the court systems, to where Robert Alexander plain out lied. He plain out stated he owned my son. He put sperm in Robin and had my son. One of my sites, or you can look up, is htt.//murderbyjudges, one word, .wixsite, wixsite.com/blog. But basically, you live in a country where the system and everyone who works in there are bullies, from the cops to the judges. They got you scared. They basically, a cop will tell you, you can't be talking to him that way or whatever. You can talk to any public figure or anybody how you want. That is not against the law. I basically got put in jail by Judge Mingledorff because I didn't do what he said. He didn't like it. Whatever that was, I have no idea what it was. Don't know, don't care. But he sought to put me in jail for 90 days. My son just turned 19. I was in jail over his 16th birthday. He thought it was cute. Now then, thought it was cute, and so did my ex, to put me in jail over my son's 16th birthday. We missed that. We missed one of my birthdays, Father's Day, Thanksgiving, our first anniversary of a major wreck that Alexander exposed us in that almost killed my son and I. Alexander, either him shot at me, which I don't think he did, because he's a punk. He's nothing. He hired somebody to do it. They shot at me while I was laying on my sofa at home after they had taken all my guns away. They knew I did not have any guns in my house. Before that, I never had any problem at my place. Cops came out. The cops said they didn't find anything. Next morning, I got up. I'd left home that night. I come back because I didn't want to stay. There was 9mm shells all over the top of the steps where the cops parked. They walked all over them. They seen a bullet hole in my window. They said that there was no glass on the floor, which there was glass all over the floor. And later on, I called detectives out there. They dug out bullets on the inside of the house. But they was not going to do anything to help me at all, because I have bucked the system. Alexander has totally ruined my children's relationship with me. He took my son away from me for 7 months, only 6 hours a week. The judge agreed with it. Mingledorff, a Supreme Court demonic Mormon, devout, demonic, evil Mormon, which is one of the biggest bully judges I've ever seen. He's a punk also. He turned his back on me one time when he convicted me and smarted off, said something, walked away with his back turned to me, didn't have the guts enough to say it in front of my face. That's what kind of people they are up there. But I remember when I was little, there was a place in Maggie Valley, North Carolina called Ghost Town in the Sky. I think it's closed down since. But even little, I noticed this. They had a mocked up old town, and one of them was an attorney's firm there. It said, "How Dewey Cheatham." Howie Dewey Cheatham was the names, supposedly, of the people, the attorneys there. How Dewey Cheatham. That's it in a nutshell. It's what the attorneys look at. You're as a victim when you walk in there. You're not their friend. They're not your buddy getting you a coffee and a drink and something. They're there to take every damn penny out of you they can, and then screw you. They're through with you. And Alexander's wife is a teacher at Jefferson Middle School. She is evil. She saw my son, wanted to come and live with me. She saw me, wanted to live with my son. I was one of the biggest businessmen, if not the biggest in Jackson County. I was one of the biggest donors up there. I was very well known. I have no record of any kind other than some street violations. I had no reason to have my son taken away from me other than they basically used him as a pawn and used it for money to get to me. But it didn't work, did it, Alexander? You didn't get shit from me, did you? No. You know what, Alexander? You'd better really look at a man before you take and hold hostage his son for ransom. They may be worse than me. And really, I'm a nice guy. I've been nice about this. But I'm going to expose you in a system up there, out here, to the world of what you are. You're nothing but a punk bullies up there, along with your sheriffs in both counties, Speed and Janice Mangum and all your damn deputies. There's a few that are really good that I know personally that come and visit me in jail, and everybody laughed at you, Pinkeldorf, Robert. All the jail people did, because they know what you are, and you just totally take advantage of the weak there, and I just want you, Alexander, please come up with some hardcore reason why I should not have my son, other than you said so, other than Robin's dad picked a fight with me at a ball game, and I stood up for myself, stood up for my rights as an American. I did not back down from him, and therefore that was a reason to take my son away from me, and you put him with him. He has domestic violence record. His son, Robin's brother, is a convicted drug felon. We met Osby, Robin's boyfriend, is a known murderer in Turkish, his country. And you put my son with these people. You put him with abusive teenagers. Amy Crawford and Scott Crawford's two sons that used my son as a punching bag. And Deborah Finch was my son's attorney. She knew all this and didn't do a damn thing about it. She knew how my son wanted to come live with me. You took him away from his farm. You took him away from his dog, his hunting, and all of his love, his school that he grew up in, and his friends that he grew up with. And you put him in a really horrible situation, a subdivision where he played in storm drains and on a golf course instead of his woods that he was raised in. You falsely charged me. You falsely convicted me. You tried to kill me. You tried to kill my son and I. You're all murderers in that county. And when I put signs up protesting against you for running for state court judge, yeah, you shouldn't be state court anything. You had got out of the case with Robin and I. I put those signs up. You got back in the case. I have all documents of that, and I'm printing them up, and I'm putting them on my websites. I'm putting them on Facebook. I'm putting them on my Google, and I'm going to keep after you guys again and again and again. I'm going to post and I'm going to post and I'm going to post, because I got hundreds and I've got thousands of pages about you guys. So you people out there, I'm going to keep posting all this stuff. Best advice I can give you guys is to get the hell out of America. It's nothing but a police state now, and it's not a safe place to live. And all the way up to the top people, judges, and the cops, and the so-called people that's supposed to protect us. You can see on the internet where people get murdered by cops for jaywalking. They get beat up for jaywalking. You can see where they pulled guns on an 11-year-old. You can see where they killed a 7-year-old. They're just, cops are loose. They can do anything they want to do now, and they get away with it because of our judges, the ones that I'm talking about, allow them to do it. Let me ask something too, Alexander. Yeah, you got back in the case. My son, he was probably 15 at the time. I had 100% custody of him that I fought for, and I bought him 4 times. I think it's been 4 times. And this basically, I bought him. Then you filed papers to take him 100% away from me again. This is the 4th time you did this. You filed papers, which you people will see, that where I couldn't even go to West Palm Beach and be with my son when he's having an operation. You said it's better for Robin to be with him for the first 10 days or whatever. What the fuck are you? A damn doctor? You're everything, aren't you, Alex? And you're anything you want to be. You're a cop, you can be a judge, you can be an attorney, you can be it all, can't you? Psychologist, yeah. You can tell me that I'm crazy and this and that, and all the people will see that too. It's good, I want them to see it. What a damn liar you are. Because I caught you judges and liars and y'all can't try me anymore, right? Is that correct? Yes, sir, that's correct. And I've got that posted too, showing that. But anyway, I can keep talking right now. I'd love to, but this is an episode and I'm going to be on the next one. So goodbye from paradise.